I have a couple things that I want to tell you about today that can hopefully help you to get out of bed. A few years ago, I had that problem and now I don't. And I want to share with you different tools so that you can wake up in the morning, feel rested, and get ready to start your day. So let's get started. When you wake up, do you have your phone next to you? If you use your phone for your alarm, you're going to get notification on and on and on, and then 15 minutes going to pass by, 20 minutes, maybe an hour is going to pass by, and you just get sucked in. It's feeding you dopamine, basically. That's what it's doing. So it's really, really hard to get off of that. And if you do that the first thing in the morning when you wake up, well, all of your intentions for the day just disappeared. You weren't really doing that in the mindful way. One of the problem is that it's right next to you when you wake up. So it's easy to grab and it's within your reach. The first thing is going to sound weird, but the first thing that made whole of a difference is to have an external alarm clock that is not within my phone. Mine looks like this, and it's super simple. It's actually with batteries, so I don't have to worry about if I need to charge it or not. And it couldn't be more simple than that. That's the first thing I want you to do. The second thing I want you to do is to place it somewhere that's not reachable from your bed so that when you wake up, you actually get up and go turn off this alarm. You can take any one that you want. However, if you're like me, you're pretty good at procrastinating. I think my coach actually told me about this idea. And I think for a week or so, I was on Amazon trying to find the right one. And there's just so many different options. And I was like, oh, I want it pink? I want it to look a certain way. Do I want this feature? Do I want that feature? And one day I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take the one that my mom uses. I was like, I'm done looking around. I'm still procrastinating. If you want and you don't want to have decision fatigue, I will recommend the link of this one. I know that it works. It works for my mom, works for me, it works for some of my clients. So you don't have to think about it. All I want you to do is go on Amazon, buy that alarm clock, and I swear to you that your return on investment will be extra. I'm not sure. If you know what I mean, please help me in the comments. Yeah, so that's number one. Get that alarm. Second thing, put it somewhere where it's out of your reach. Now, I know what you're going to tell me. And you're probably going to tell me, well, Gabriella, I already have an alarm on my phone. So why would I buy one? By the way, this was just only $15. And I swear to you, if you know me, I like to travel. The one thing I bring with me is this for the past year or so. I don't go anywhere with this if I travel around. It is so cute and so not complicated, not like me. Anyways, okay, you have an alarm on your phone. The problem though with that, Ozzy, you agree? There's a problem, right? The problem with that is that as soon as you hit dismiss or snooze, you're being fed with so many stimulation and then into the sinkhole. Imagine this. You wake up, you dismiss your alarm, and then you're stuck in. You haven't even gotten up already, and you're not making any mindful decision about your day because there's all of these apps that want your attention, all of these notifications, these people that you didn't reply message to. That's why you want it to be external from your phone. Your alarm clock shouldn't be your phone. Okay. The third thing is actually the placement of your phone. Where do you put your phone before you go to bed? This makes a huge impact on what goes on in your day. So obviously, I recommend to not have your phone right next to your bed or within reach. I recommend that you put it somewhere where you're going to have to be mindful to go there. So for example, it could be in your office, have your charger in your office and just leave it there. But don't put it right next to your alarm clock. The entire goal of this is to be able to get out of your bed. And then once you get out of your bed, do not go back. All right, we talked about having an external alarm clock, putting your alarm clock somewhere that it's not reachable from your bed. Three, the placement of your phone somewhere that is not close to your alarm. Oh, but now I know there's another thing that you're going to tell me. You're going to say, oh, but Gabriella, I actually need my phone next to me because I listen to ocean waves before I go to bed. And I'm like that too. But I've got a counter argument for you because I knew you were going to say this, and it's to have a Bluetooth device. This was also recommended to me by my coach. Bluetooth device that is actually plugged in to your bedside table. That way you can have your phone over there and play your ocean wave or your fan or whatever you want to listen. For me and for some of my clients, just this very little change made a huge difference in their day, in their ability to feel happy in the morning because they get to accomplish a lot of things. So, these are my three tips that I think are the most important. And then, if you want to add to that, I would say have a specific routine that can be super easy to remember where you don't have to think. And I actually did this morning. And if you have one, please share it in the comments below so that we can all get inspired from each other. Because when we say like a morning routine, it just sounds very cliche. I'll share mine with you. I wake up. I already have my sports clothes ready, not close to my bed, actually close to my alarm. I get up, I turn off my alarm, then I put my clothes on. And then I brush my teeth. I make my bed very neatly so that I'm not tempted to go back in. And then I go out and I go to the gym. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not complicated. And honestly, I'm just so much happier when I do this. I swear to you, try it for at least, I think you'll feel a difference honestly after 3 days, but try for at least 7 days and then let me know how you feel and send me a message. And again, the goal of creating this channel is to create that community of people that want to inspire and help out each other to live the life that they truly want to live. If you don't know why you're procrastinating in the morning, it's not necessarily your fault. Let's just blame it on technology, okay? Technology is good, but it can also bring a lot of challenges, and we just need to find some way around it so that we're using for its benefits and not its disadvantages. That is all for me today. I just wanted to tell you what you can do. Let me know how it went. All right, everybody, thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Merci beaucoup. Bye.